The author is reading from Smiling Whiteness, the poetry of David R. Smith, part 19. The pleasure of your company is like. The pleasure of your company is like the bergamot and Earl Grey tea, the taste of fresh mulberries, marinated mushroom sauce. The cool breeze across the field, the light at sunset, the conversation at afternoon tea. The aloe on a sunburn, the trills in a Beethoven piano sonata. Just washed sheets on the bed, the cool air of a nighttime summer drive. The flavor of mountain tea with honey, pepper on the soup, cold watermelon on a hot day, the sand under your feet on the beach. The bliss after meditation, the bass notes on a grand piano.
You very much sound like the suitcase now.
Real cream and coffee.
You just listen to everything.
A fine cotton blanket in
all
summer.
Of that, the same thing.
But still can be better with a good wet kiss on the lips, all just for the pleasure of it.
You see, like the contents of the suitcase.
Yeah, she's talking about... You're talking about the suitcase? You're talking about the 1001 Nights.
Yeah, Mom, the very things in the bag has been there.
And the 1001 Nights on night 296 or 95.
They made so many things in the bag.
The contents? Are you saying the contents of the bag?
Yeah.
You had just read 1001 Nights. What's... This not the same as that.
Yeah, the way you name everything. How can all of those things happen at the same time?
These are attractive things, dear. The bergamot and Earl Grey tea.
Why singing girls are not attractive things?
But not the taste of fresh mulberries, the marinated mushroom sauce, the cool breeze.
Yeah, they have a lot of...
The light at sunset, the conversation at afternoon tea.
Have comments in the bag.
How about aloe on a sunburn, or trills of a Beethoven sonata, just washed sheets?
So what's the difference?
The cool air on a
they had what they wanted.
Nighttime summer drive.
And you have what you name what you want, and they name all the things they want. They don't fit in a bag. And you name all the things you want, they don't fit in a poem.
Things I want. These are the things I like. It says the pleasure of your company is like this. Is your pleasure like this? The cool watermelon on a hot day, the sand under your feet on the beach, the bliss after meditation, the bass notes on a grand piano, real cream and coffee.
I mean, that's what I mean. There's too many things.
Fine cotton blanket in
like
summer. Dear,
in the bag.
Where is our fine cotton blanket?
I don't know. We didn't get it yet.
But still could be better with a good wet kiss on the lips, all just for the pleasure of it. Where's the pleasure? Are you against pleasure?
I'm not.
No.
Do you see the similarity between this and what you read from? That was fun.
All right. Well.
The bag.
Today I visited the rock beach. I went alone with no one because I did not know anyone who was going anywhere. After I visited the rock beach, I visited the fern beach. I was surprised to find moon rock at both beaches. It was a long journey for me getting to the rock beach. My legs had to weave and twist over the rocks at the fern beach. One could slip. I picked out earrings for my sweetheart at the rock beach. It is more likely I find a special rock for my sweetheart at the rock beach. Very few sweethearts appreciate rocks, and some don't even know they are my sweetheart.
You sound like Tuka now.
The Sufis say, what is kindness? To make a breast out of stone and make both worlds your suckling babes. What's a Mosibat Nama? Don't know where that's from. That's a beach poem. It's June 24. After Molly groaned. I finally reached the beach after Molly groaned. I was stressed from moving a grand piano. After the sound of the waves crashed against my mind, I became mellow. Molly is a Mason Hamlin grand piano and released a tune while she was being moved. Her groans gave me worry. Men think everything beautiful is a woman. But my heart gives me thoughts of you. So I go to the beach to write poems, and my going to the beach causes me to write poems. But now that I think I have a beach series of poems, now I have to write. Beethoven would suggest a long walk. Soon I will take to the sea like Flipper. Why not write in straight up prose? I just hope love in the heart burns up cholesterol and all the other silly wishes. Why does it matter? Because life without love has no value. And if love in the heart burns cholesterol, then I am fine. But if only I can strain my muscle of love, even the tide comes in to meet me, giving me a deep sea. Every book said to me, take this herb. Soon I was taking 5,000 herbs a day. Swiss herbal melange, wellness formula, etc., etc. Perhaps I'd gone mad. I was curing the ills that I thought I would have in the future. So the master stared at me and said, people are searching for some special herb to cure their ills. But a glance of grace is the cure for all ills of the world.
Oh my goodness.
Then Simran became my herbs, and my only ill was a constant pain in my heart. The sea comes to meet me, and Birdie comes to meet me. I will knock off the words and beat my arms against the sea as the sun marches to 11 o'clock. After what was the longest day, there was a time I wanted to follow it into the woods and mark its descent on the tree like an Indian so I would have a calendar. I'm talking of the 11 o'clock, most northwest
You sound like nuts.
sun of...
You sound like you're gone crazy.
Dear, it's poetry. Would you cool it? At 6:30. Now.
You're on the beach, you throw yourself into the forest.
Now if I can juggle, then my stress has gone away. If I cannot, then I am not cool, and my prana is disturbed. You see, dear, I say that if you can't juggle, then you're like stressed out. When you're stressed out, you can't juggle, and when you can juggle, then you are cool. The enlightened man's prana flows and his kundalini is wrapped around his third eye with snake heads like the medicine symbol. What doctors know that. 6:30 the geese decide to leave the beach, only to return at 6:45 in a strange parade. As I left, the sun refused to set. See, the day is so long now, the sun isn't even setting. I met Skunk Face, and given his weaponry, I decided it was time to go. Time had run out on the beach. Actually, I met Skunk Face. There was a skunk walked by. And so, time had run out at the beach.
It sounded like you were the only one with skunk in the beach.
Well, I was the skunk. You were the skunk. Seems you were the skunk on the beach. Who was Skunk Face then? Time, there's the beach. We were reading from part 19 or so, the poetry. David Smith, read by the author from Smiling Whiteness. We had read a beach poem and a love poem and some other poem.